Oh, CJ, I gotta send this to Jacob.
What?
Mama, I made it in NBA 2K, bro.
You in 2K?
I'm in fucking 2K, bro.
They didn't ask you? They didn't tell you?
No.
Wait, how do you get in 2K without giving consent? They supposed to pay you for your image and likeness. Who's your agent?
Exactly. I need better representation.
Man.
Hold on, let me send it to Jacob.
Fine, that. How in the hell? So I worked with Peter Edmiston.
Yeah.
We did a show together at 56 before I came over here. And he was in 2K, and I would play it, and every time I played it, his character in 2K would end up saying some of the meanest things about my player. And I would screenshot it and text it to him and be like, hey, yo, dog, get your boy. Why he so hard on me, man? Go get yourself.
So I know Lang's in 2K too, like in that, and he like has a tweet. But my face is in the game, CJ.
Why's your face in the game?
My face is in the game.
How you sent that?
No, I sent it to Jacob.
You sent it to Jacob?
Yeah.
Okay. How's your face in the game?
This face.
Why is your face in the game? You know what? Don't tell the people. They'll watch the show and we'll talk more in depth about it right off the top, because that is fat. I've always wanted to be in a video game, not necessarily 2K, but I want to be like, can I be one of the little mushroom dudes Mario is stomping on?
You want to be a mushroom dude?
Can I be one of those types of things?
Why do you want to be one of those?
I don't know. It just seems like a cool character to be.
To be the guy.
Yeah, hit him every now and then, make him do. Yeah, let me be one of those.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's actually a great question. Like, if you could be in a video game, like, how would you want to be like featured?
So you can't be the main character.
No, you can't. You have to be a side quest.
You can't be the main.
Like, let's see. I'm thinking like, I don't know why my brain like, all automatically went to like Crash Bandicoot.
Oh.
Like who? Or like the little. I can't be the mask because that's like weird.
Yeah.
That might be like appropriation or something.
Yeah.
The
mask got a little. If your face is the mask, that feels oddly blackface.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how to explain it.
Yeah,
but
we can't do that to Crash. We can't do that to Crash.
No.
Maybe I'll be Clank in Ratchet and Clank.
Okay. Clank is a good one.
Auxiliary character, right?
Yeah. I think I would be. Could I be? If I can't be one of the mushrooms.
Yeah.
I'd like to be a Pokemon gym trainer.
Oh.
Let me be a gym trainer.
Were you going head to head with Ash?
Yeah. Or
you have like a weird, like little, like long line. Ash, I'm gonna crush you.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in, CJ and Devin. One more day. Jessica will be back tomorrow, but today we got a great show lined up for you. We're going to take a look at some of the CFB games of note from the weekend. That's Texas, Ohio State. That's Alabama, Florida State. Memphis beat the hell out of UTC, and so many more games. We're going to talk about all of those in the first segment. Mike Wallace is going to join us in that second segment. The NBA Hall of Fame induction ceremony happens this weekend, so we'll get his thoughts on some of the inductees who he's had relationships with over the years in this industry. We got WNBA news and notes. The Lynx clinched the #1 overall seed this weekend. There is a dogfight for that 2 seed featuring the Dream and the Aces. We'll break that down for you as well. And then we'll end the way we always do on Tuesdays with TV Tuesday. I'm making my way through Peacemaker, so we'll talk about that. We'll get some things that Devin's watching as well. It's Tuesday. You know what we say. Not so fast, sweetheart. I love the Lee Corso stuff this weekend.
Oh, it was so great.
It was awesome.
It was.
The boys, man.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. One exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Let's go, Grizz, let's go!
Oh, John Moran just broke the rim with that finish.
Defense, take them ball! Defense, take them ball!
Jared with a rejection.
Give me that!
Moran digs at it, knocks it away. Picked up by Pippen. Bob, Brendan Clark.
Ooh, on that rim!
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
What about the hanging your hat on the defensive end? Where does that come from?
And one thing my dad told me is if you want to get to the NBA, if you want to leave an impact, if you're a competitor like you say you are, you're going to be one of the best defenders on the court every time you step on there. He said you're not going to disrespect the game. You're not going to take it for granted. You know, this is not a right, it's a privilege. So go out there and compete every day.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, ay. Let's have a little fun now. Ay. I wanna let it all out. Ay. That's what it's all about. Ay. Ay. 'Cause I deserve this feeling, having my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's going on, everybody? A couple of things to get to before we talk about Devin being in 2K. It's that time of the year. We're doing our fantasy football draft tomorrow. I need some people to hop in this league. So I got space for we're gonna do a 12-team league.
Yeah.
So me, her, him. I got space for 8 people.
Wow.
Seven or 8 people. So y'all hop in here in the chat. DM me at Conradicalness on Twitter, your email address, so I can get that sent out to you. During the show, we're gonna do the fantasy football draft the way that we always do it. Usually, I'm terrible at this.
Yeah.
I'm extra
Are you
terrible.
commish?
Yeah, I'm the commish.
Oh, no.
I'm awful at this.
Oh, no.
So this is gonna be a terribly fun league. And I'm worse this year because usually I do all of the settings and everything during the show when Jessica's driving, and I'm like, okay, Jessica's got it. Let me play around on the computer. Well, now I'm the one who's driving, so I hadn't had a chance to play around on the computer. But I'll get it done. So again, if you're interested in playing, hit me up on Twitter. As long as there's space, you can play with us at Conradicalness on the Twitter. Devin.
The chat wants to know, are you making kicker rules this year?
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm making kicker rules.
Okay.
It's gonna be absurd. And I'm contemplating having different rules for every week.
Okay, see,
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yes.
What is wrong with you?
We got stuff to get to. A lot of college football action. From the weekend. The weekend started for me, though, the way that most weekends start for a large contingency of college football fans, and that's you just sitting down in front of the TV watching college football game day. And this was the first time I watched college football game day from 8 o'clock till the final picks. This is the first time I did that, maybe a decade. I still every now and then catch picks. Every now and then I catch some of the personality pieces. I catch some of the analysis, but I'm not watching
like the dramatic voice joints.
Yeah, I'm not watching the entire thing start till finish anymore. And this was Lee Corso's last college game day. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it, Devin, but I watched it. I was moved to like legitimate shaking tears of gratitude and appreciation. You said it off air, maybe on air, I can't remember, but like that's how you want to be sent out.
Yeah.
That's how you send somebody out. It is clear that Lee Corso, because of strokes, right? Because of health, just cannot be on desk anymore. But he still has it, right? There's still that personality and that funniness is still in there. This super serious situation with it being his last show, Lee Corso's up there cracking jokes. It's Fowler, it's Corso, it's Herb Street, and Fowler and Herb Street are telling all of these stories about Lee Corso, and Lee just interrupts like, hey, I'm deaf in my left ear as Herb Street is sitting on his left side. And it's because of you from all those years on my left. And it's just, that was hilarious. He hit him with the not so fast at the end when he made his headgear pick. I saw it coming. I think everybody saw the switch coming.
Full circle moment,
And we all saw it coming because the delivery is a little bit slow. And at moments, you don't fully understand what he's saying. But that doesn't mean that what he did in his tenure on College Football Game Day is any less notable, any less worthwhile. It was incredible to see he put that hit on for the last time, and it was great. They gave him the standing ovation. The crowd gave him the standing ovation. That was good stuff right there.
Even like the "Give me my first love" line. You know what I'm saying? Like where you say he does a switch up. "Give me my first love," gets the Brutus head, puts it on, and like I know Jacob put it on the screen, but like, what a way to go off when all your picks are perfect, right? You go 6 for 6. You go Tennessee, dub, South Carolina, dub, Florida State, dub, Miami, LSU, Ohio State. You go 6 for 6 in your final time on College Game Day. Like I said, damn that flight that they sent him on, CJ, that generic flight. Hopefully, after you did the show, he gets a PJ to the crib because I think he deserves it so much. Lee Corso is a figment of our childhood, and I think this is one of those moments where for me, maybe not for you, but I'm starting to see like the people that we really grew up on, like the Lee Corsos of the world, the John Maddens, all the people Dick Vitale's of the world, the people we saw on TV as kids are starting to kind of phase out into the next part of life. I will never forget playing the NCAA football game, and I'm hitting square to ass Corso.
Yeah.
Like those are moments like that you never forget as kids, and you see them on TV every weekend. They used to have the headgear picks on the game. So for me, like it's a moment like, damn, bro, I'm really getting old. I'm getting older out here. Like the people that were part of my childhood are now transitioning to different parts of their life. So shout out to Lee Corso, man. Shout out to a damn legend. It was so much fun to see him on TV.
College football for most of my childhood was transitioning to this national thing. But my father talks about it all the time. It was regional. And it was regional, and you got 2, maybe 3 games a weekend if you were lucky. College Football Game Day helped take college football from that to this national juggernaut of a thing where I got 3 or 4 games going at once on various screens with another 10 to 12 on the ESPN Plus, right? Like that's and College Football Game Day is a large part of the reason why it became okay, I can watch this game on my TV. Let's hear what they're saying about it on game day. Oh, they're talking about these other games. I'm gonna get to watch them. I kind of like they make these games sound interesting. They make, I don't know, it's fresh on my mind. They make this Baylor-Auburn game sound like real interesting.
Exactly.
I wish I could watch this way back in the late 90s. And now you can. Late 90s, you got whatever game was in your region, and then you got the national game. And that was pretty much it. You got it on 2 or 3 channels. We had the ESPN2s back then also. So CBS, Fox, ESPN, and ESPN2, you got to watch it there. And now you look up and all of the games are on TV. I watched Tuskegee beat the hell out of Winston-Salem State in the Red Tails Classic, and that's D2 football on TV. Like that's how this thing has grown, and college football game day is a large part of the reason. And Lee Corso is a large part of the reason why college football game day really pops. And some of the things that he was saying, some of the wisdoms that he was sharing, and that was shared about him on that day was incredible. And it led straight into Texas versus Ohio State.
Oh boy, rock fight.
Where Arch Manning, Heisman Trophy favorite.
The generational talent, CJ, is what they call him.
That's what they said.
They say he's a generational talent.
Once in a generation. Do you know who his granddaddy is? It's Arch, damn it. That's who he's named after.
Dad. Do you see that name? Do you see that number? He's wearing 16 like his uncle.
Which uncle? Because he got two of them. That's the point.
Exactly.
It's Peyton and Eli. Those are multi-Super Bowl winning champions right there.
Oh, boy.
Peyton Manning is one of the best quarterbacks of all time right there.
Look at that aura. Look at him warming up. He's warming up with so much aura.
And Arch went
aura
out
my
there.
Ass.
Do what to your ass?
Don't aura my ass.
Okay, all right.
Aura my ass, Arch Manning.
And just went out there, man. And I don't know. I couldn't tell if it was Arch afraid to push the ball downfield or if they were afraid to have him push the ball down the field because he threw this type of an interception in the second, was it second half? Yeah, in the third quarter.
Late in the third quarter,
It's an out route. That throw needed to be pushed in. It was floated. That ball needed to be out front. It was behind. That ball needed to be thrown sooner. It was thrown late. Right, like there were those types of mistakes and those types of things happening for Arch Manning. And then he would do throws like the touchdown throw.
Yes.
Where was, like that's who y'all are talking about. Where he sits in the pocket, stands tall, and places it perfectly into the receiver's hand. Right, like there's that also happening. He had a tremendous throw down the sideline. I do believe either last drive or second to last drive where he put it into the bucket. He threw it right over the cornerback and right in front of the safety, giving his receiver enough time to catch the ball, tuck the ball, prepare to get hit. It was perfect. I couldn't tell watching it, again, whether or not Arch Manning was afraid to throw the ball down the field because he didn't want to make a turnover, a mistake, or if Sarkisian didn't want him pushing the ball down the field because he didn't want a turnover to happen at an inopportune time. But whatever it is, Arch Manning did not look Heisman Trophy-esque
Let me find out.
Saturday.
Let me find out he's like Matt Flynn with better PR. Or like Bailey Zappi with better PR. Or like Alex Smith with better PR. Like, let me find out, CJ.
Oh, wait. Alex Smith was good. Those other ones you named, Bailey Zappi was good also. Like they weren't tremendous, but like if you told me, CJ, you got to start a college football team with Alex Smith in college.
He was cold at Utah.
I was like, oh yeah, give me that.
He was a legend at Utah.
Bailey Zappi.
Let me see.
At Western Kentucky, like yeah, I'll take it.
Let me find somebody let me think about somebody that's mid.
Mettenberger.
Zach Mettenberger with better PR. That's what we got. That's what Arch looked like this weekend.
Mettenberger. Who won the championship at Alabama?
Which one? John Parker Wilson? Is he John Parker Wilson with better PR?
Is he that? It's a tough start to the season, man.
He did not look like I said. It was generational talent. It was generational tool set. It was a Heisman favorite. It was what's his name? The dude with the microphone looking hair from The Simpsons. You know the dude that looked like the dude from The Simpsons?
No.
What's the character? The old hair from the old dude from The Simpsons.
Mr. Byrne.
Mr. Byrne looking dude. What's his name? Feinbaum.
Oh, okay.
He looked like Feinbaum looked like Mr. Burns.
I thought you were talking about a player.
No.
Paul Feinbaum, he does.
Paul Feinbaum looked like Mr. Burns.
Excellent.
He looked like Mr. Burns. He was on TV talking about he could be the greatest SEC football player ever, right? Hey. And high expectations. Look, bro, next time, just set the bar low.
He doesn't. Reasonable people understood the hyper and understand the hyperbolic nature of off-season sports talk. But still, we all thought he was better than that.
Yeah,
I think better than what he showed out there. Ohio State, for what it's worth, which isn't much because they suck.
Hey, their defense look good though, CJ.
I don't give a damn. They are now in their last 6 games 6-0 against AP top 5 teams. So take that for whatever it's worth. As the Ohio State Buckeyes go out there and get a big time win.
I want to ask you a question. Do you believe was that a Photoshop of Ryan Day having a nipple piercing?
Hey, listen, I'm not into nobody's business like that. I'm not kink shaming. There were other pictures and there were other videos of Ryan Day's chest, and the piercing wasn't there. So maybe he takes it out for big
Takes it out
games. Maybe
after kickoff, he's
listen,
like, let's go.
Hey, if that's what you like, that's what you like, dog. I ain't mad at it. If it helps you win, man, it helps you win. Maybe Kalen DeBoer should get his nipples pierced.
He going to have to do something.
Because they are not real thrilled with him in Tuscaloosa as they fall to Florida State this weekend. DeBoer, for what it's worth, has as many losses, 4, to unranked teams in 14 games as Nick Saban had. And I think Saban coached like 250-something games.
Ew.
So Saban has 4 losses all time while coaching at Alabama to unranked teams. And Kalen DeBoer, in just one short season plus 1 game, has as many. And Bama did not look good against the run again. 230 rushing yards for Florida State. Bama brought back 9 defensive players with 6 or more starts. So you thinking, okay, this Alabama defense is going to be pretty good, probably even damn near special. Last year, they didn't stop the run either.
Yeah.
They were, let me check my notes here, make sure I got this right. Last year against Power 5 opponents, Alabama allowed 148 rushing yards per game, which was 10th best in the SEC. In losses, Alabama allowed 188 yards rushing per game last year. You bring back, 8 of those dudes? You bring back 9 players from that defense, and you're thinking, oh, okay, surely they can't be this bad against the run again. Nope. They absolutely were.
They were. And they got lined up against, 4th and 1 to have a chance to stop the run. You know what I'm saying? And Mike Norvell said, no, I believe in my dogs in the middle, and pushed them back. And to the point about Kalen DeBoer, I saw a stat that it was since that beating Georgia last year in September, right? Mm-hmm. Kalen DeBoer is 5-5 as the head coach of Alabama. He's mid. So, you know that buyout is heavy. And then, this morning he woke up and walked around Tuscaloosa. They were not happy with him because you got lined up against Florida State, lined up against you in the trenches, CJ. Something that you were built on, the trenches, and they hat on the hat dominated you. So yeah, shout out Mike Norvell though. I'm happy to see him get a dub.
Yeah, man.
My boy Casanola's called his shot.
Hey,
next Saban ain't walking through that door.
He's not.
He's still on business.
And he's not. They're fine. We've seen it. The first year of this new expanded CFP, you can lose 2 games, hell, maybe even 3, and still get to the college football playoffs. But it does not look good for an Alabama team who takes on Wisconsin, not this week, but the following week. And unless Wisconsin has done something goofy, and I don't think that they have, Wisconsin wants to run the damn football. That's one of those teams that prides itself, one of those programs that prides themselves on what they're able to do on the ground. And if you cannot stop the run, you're going to be in for a long-ass day when you take on the Wisconsin Badgers. Take it from me personally, a Michigan fan who's played them a time or 2. This was the 11th straight time that a home team who beat a road Alabama team stormed the field. The last time a home team beating a road Alabama team won and didn't storm the field was 2010. And listen, man, just a quick question. Why is Florida State storming the field?
Yeah, I was going to ask that question, too. Your lineage is just too strong to be storming the damn field.
This isn't Vanderbilt.
Bobby Bowden is probably like somewhere like, golly.
This isn't Vanderbilt.
Like, Bobby Bowden did not.
This isn't, I don't know. This isn't Arkansas State.
He's still with us, right? Bobby?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm going to say yes. I feel like I'd remember Bobby Bowden passing.
Bobby Bowden is...
I'm pretty sure he's still with us. Did you just kill Bobby Bowden?
Bobby Bowden is not with us.
Oh!
He is not with team anymore.
Damn.
Bobby Bowden passed away in 2021, CJ.
So he is rolling over in his grave.
He's rolling over in his grave right now.
Stop storming the damn field if you're supposed to be an elite program.
Yeah, come on,
What
man.
are you talking about?
Like your lineage, like Bobby Bowden, he built that. He built that stadium. Doug Walker built that stadium. You can't do that, man. Come on, let's not do that. No, and like I said, I know even if you asked Ravel, he probably said the same thing. But like, if your lineage is strong, you should be running all the field.
Come on. You're supposed to be one of the pillars of college sports, college football, week 1 against
someone
good
did make
opponent.
Someone made
Stop
a good
storming the field.
They made a good
better.
reason to chat. They were 2-10 last year.
No, that's not a good reason. That's not good. It's Florida State. Florida State is a top what program all time?
I would say 5 or 6.
You say, okay, if you're saying that,
Like
damn sure
Bama,
you're not supposed to storm the field.
LSU's. Yeah, I'll say probably top 5.
All right.
Miami's of the world.
Miami's in there. All right. You like those Florida schools. Check it out. Whatever. If you're top 20 all time, you're not supposed to storm the field after winning a game.
Right.
You're just not. Unless it's one the way Auburn beat Alabama on that kick 6.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
and
that was,
it's against your big rival, right? Like, there's a lot of emotion there. That spilling over, I get. But Florida State storming the field after that win, I just don't understand. We got more to get to. We'll talk more college football after we catch up with Mike Wallace. He'll come on next up on the Jessica Benson Show.
Scotty Scheffler ran away with the Open Championship this weekend. My God, this guy, he's not real. Have we reached the point with Scotty Scheffler where you don't have to care a thing about golf, but you still know there's a dude named Scotty Scheffler who is awesome at it?
He is solidified himself as one of the greats in the sport. At this point, probably of all time.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Scotty Scheffler ran away with the Open Championship this weekend. My God, this guy, he's not real. Have we reached the point with Scotty Scheffler where you don't have to care a thing about golf, but you still know there's a dude named Scotty Scheffler who is awesome at it?
He is solidified himself as one of the greats in the sport. At this point, probably of all time.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back in, everybody. The DMs are rolling in, Devin. People are interested in this goofy-ass fantasy football league I'm a bit on.
Do they know the part where you said you're changing the rules?
If they heard me just make the announcement, I'm assuming they heard all the dumbass plans I got for this stupid league.
Oh, no.
Mike Wallace joins us every Tuesday. Here's Mike right now. Mike, what's going on, man?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, man? Hey, I see we all survived Labor Day weekend, 901 and a 901, so we're all here to get back to work.
It was great. Were you able to get out into the city at all?
What did I do yesterday? Nah, not much, man. I just chilled, man, and worked on the grill a little bit. You know what I mean? Had some food. Yeah.
That is the most 901 way to celebrate 901 day. is to just be on the grill and have friends, family come through. Because I can't tell you how many times I stepped out of my house onto the porch, and it's just, okay, how many people are grilling right now? And you can hear it. The neighborhood I'm in, it radiates. And the neighborhood I was in Binghamton was way, I don't want to say worse, but way more intense, where it just radiated on a Saturday.
A bunch of barbecue.
Barbecue smells, barbecue sounds, kids in the street running around. It's like, okay, hell, now I got to go get on the grill. Where's the charcoal at? I got to light it up. Devin, were you out in the streets at all?
I was outside, bro. I was on Bill Street all day yesterday, from like 1 o'clock to about 7 o'clock. And I think the celebration of like Memphis, bro, everybody just on the street, just kicking it. Just kicking it. Music playing. There's vendors everywhere. Up and down Bill Street, there's music playing. There's 2 different stages with different acts. I watch little kids sing gospel music in Handy Park. Then I walk over to see Breeze, Project Pat rap over here. Like it was a celebration of Memphis that I think people needed to see. I'm not gonna say a name, but the person I was next to, they were brought to tears by it. By how much kind of like unity was happening on Bill Street. They're like, bro, this is the Memphis that people need to see. Of course, we had something happen last night. Of course, a dumb kid decides to pull out a gun at a park. But like they were like, this is the Memphis that people need to see. Like we could all be together on a Bill Street and celebrate and have a good time. So
and you know what? And you know what, Devin, that's a great point, man. And CJ, y'all both brought up, what you were talking about over in Binghamton in the Orange Mound area. Devin, you were downtown. I rode through downtown yesterday morning. I caught the end of the 5K race and the mile race and all of that kind of stuff. And then I came back out to the burbs, man, and threw some stuff on the grill. But it's going to be dumb stuff happen everywhere. Like random acts of dumb violence is going to happen. But that shouldn't overshadow necessarily what was a beautiful day downtown and throughout the city, man. And it's going to be an ebb and flow when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I was proud of Memphis yesterday, and I'm ready to get back to work and let's have another great week this week.
Yeah, can we make matching shirts here, Mike, like they do for 901 Day? Because I don't think I saw as many like matching shirts for families that I did yesterday. Everybody has a 901 Memphis shirt like that they auntie made in the back of the crib. So we got to hit somebody up to get matching GCM shirts.
It was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot of that.
I don't know. I don't want to see like
they gave us GCM shirts when we
like
started
5 years ago.
Okay, so we need to update.
I was longer than that. That's GCM, man. GCM coming into this season is year 10 for GCM, believe it or not. So yeah, we got to get some fresh swag back.
We need some merch. We gotta have some merch.
Get the people. The people in the chat love you, Devin, because they've been asking for GCM merch since I got here, and they think I'm the one responsible for getting GCM merch done.
This guy.
We gotta get Pugs and Jenna. We gotta get no. We gotta get Pugs and Jenna on that. Pugs and Jenna got the merch. They got the merch orders.
Okay, so talk to them and we can get some GCM stuff to give to the people. Mike, the NBA Hall of Fame or the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame induction ceremony is going to take place this weekend. A couple of inductees I wanted to get your thoughts on. One of them was Mickey Arison, the owner of the Miami Heat. You worked down there for quite some time. He's going to go in. Alonzo Mourning, Pat Riley, and Dwayne Wade are going to induct him in, give their speeches. What's some things that stands out to you about your time with Mr. Arison?
You know what? The fact that, I was always intrigued by him as a businessman, first and foremost. Like, he made his money and his family came up because they were behind the launch of Carnival Cruise Lines. And one of the most immaculate things you can see when you go down to Miami is the arena right on Biscayne Bay. And just behind the arena, in the arena's backyard, is the cruise fleet for Carnival Cruise Lines. Like, I mean, it's just a beautiful thing, man. So you literally can get off a cruise and come straight into the arena like it's right across the street, essentially. But what Mickey Arison did to build that, and then when it was time to recruit and make, take over that organization, back in the early mid-90s, he went out and got Pat Riley, man. Pat Riley was a controversial figure because of the way he left the New York Knicks. He resigned via fax. Back in the day, he sent the fax to say, I'm out.
We don't have fax machines anymore, right? We're done. Fax machines, beepers, paid the telephone.
I will say, I did see a dude Saturday night where I was. I went to like a little function Saturday, and a dude had a flip phone.
Yeah, those are coming back.
Okay, yeah, they still get those. Yeah, they still get those because of traceable. You can do some things with some flip phones that
What can you do, Mike Wallace?
Yeah, Mike Wallace. Tell us what you
I
do
don't
for the
have
football.
one. I don't have one, but it's just what I heard. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
But now, real quick, to wrap up on Harrison, man, the fact that he was an owner who is visible, but he also knew how to get out of the way. Like, he wanted to be seen. He wanted to supply his franchise with everything they needed. When it was time to go all in from a salary standpoint with LeBron and Shaquille O'Neal and all these big names, he allowed Pat Riley to go do it. They won championships. They got to the NBA Finals, and they just became one of those heat culture type organizations, man. And Mickey Arison ability to be visible and supportive, but also to step aside and let the people who run basketball is the reason why he's in that Hall of Fame alongside those other guys that are going to be inducted.
Yeah, and it just seems like we talk so much about culture in sports, especially in professional sports and in the NBA, and that heat culture is a thing where it is the players aren't the ones calling the shots. They got up out of there. You talk about bringing in these players. You talk about bringing in a Shaq. They got Shaq up out of there after a practice when he challenged Pat Riley a little too much. They tried to keep LeBron. They made it clear they wanted to, but LeBron ended up getting up out of there. Jimmy Butler, most recently, where it was, hey, we love Jimmy. All right, Jimmy, you got to calm this thing down. You don't want to calm down? All right, you can't do this with us anymore. And they have a tendency to, when players start trying to flex that player empowerment, they have a tendency to say, okay, we're the ones in charge here, not you. And I think that is an interesting way and part of why they've been as successful as they've been under Arison. When you think about the fact they got, 3 finals championships, 3 or 4 finals championships. They got a handful of more finals appearances. It just makes sense for him to go into the Hall of Fame. Mike, Carmelo Anthony is going into the Hall of Fame as well. He'll be inducted this Saturday. Dwayne Wade is going to be a busy man. Dwayne Wade is speaking for like 6 of these people this year. Do you have any stories about Melo that you can share?
You know what? Melo was always great to the people who work in the the locker rooms, the trainers, all of the guys, the support staff. And I remember, and Devin knows this guy, and I think you should too, CJ. It was a guy that used to work security right outside of the FedEx Forum visiting locker room, Mr. Johnny, right? Mr. Johnny had to go. He had the old slippery Jerry curl, and this was like in 2020, right? 2019. And Carmelo, man, I remember one time, I think Carmelo was in his last years at that point. It might have been, with the Knicks or maybe with not Denver, but Portland or something.
Yeah.
One of them teams. And to see Carmelo at that stage of his career come out and spend like 20 minutes just talking to Mr. Johnny, man. And, Johnny was down on his luck. People didn't know that his wife was battling a health issue and everything. And, Carmelo spent time with him because he'd seen him in Memphis every time he came through Memphis. I'm just talking about Carmelo as the man in that situation, but obviously as a player, he was part of one of the greatest draft classes that ever played. He changed the standard for 3 different franchises that he played for. And, he never quite reached the level of impact that his comrades in Dwayne Wade and LeBron James had, but he was still, one of those players that was one of the most gifted scorers in NBA history. And when you think about that, you said Dwayne's going to introduce him, Carmelo's going in, and LeBron James is still playing basketball right now.
That's crazy.
So that's how crazy that is right now to think about what LeBron, his longevity has been about.
Crazier still, the Redeem team is going in as well. LeBron James is on that team, and I'm pretty sure LeBron James is the only one still in. And look who's doing some of the speeches, Mike Wallace. If it isn't Dwayne Wade doing another one.
Did they just make Dwayne Wade all-time quarterback this weekend?
I don't know what's going on. But so the 2008 U.S. men's national team is being inducted. You got Dwayne Wade, you got Jason Kidd, Chris Bosh, you've got Coach K as well giving some of the induction speeches on that team. You talked about how impressive that draft class was, headlined by Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh was in that one too. So Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, all of them are on that team. You throw in Jason Kidd and Kobe Bryant as well.
Chris Paul.
You got Darren Williams in
Dwight
there
Howard.
too.
Dwight Howard came later.
Dwight Howard is on this one, isn't he?
He is on that one. Okay.
Oh, he is. He is
on this one.
Tayshaun Prince, shout out Tayshaun Prince.
The Redeem team, Team USA we were really upset with Team USA. I know I was done with them dudes after, and from an international standpoint, after the way they behaved in the World Cup, and then that debacle of a bronze medal that Allen Iverson and Tim Duncan got
Richard
us.
Jefferson and them.
Yeah, Richard Jefferson. They were telling me Richard Jefferson was the shooter. I was like, wait, Richard Jefferson can't shoot? He's cutting. He's finishing above the rim like everybody else. Like, come on, man. And then this team comes through and injects a new life into international basketball over here in the United States, Mike. What does it mean to you to see them go into the Hall of Fame? That team.
It just means that, I'm getting old, man, because I covered that team too. Like I covered those guys, in Miami, man. That was Dwayne Wade's breakout. He probably should have won MVP. He was the team's best player because he actually came off the bench. He took a role coming off the bench on that team, and because he took a step back, and it was a precursor to him sort of taking a step back 2 years later when it was at that 2008 Olympics where LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade, verbalized the concept of, hey, we're going to end up playing together one day. Let's figure out how we're going to do it. And then 2 years later, it happened. But when you talk about that team, that whole team going in enshrinement, credit to Coach K, credit to Colangelo and the leadership that they had, Jason Kidd. But it's also going to be a ceremony that celebrates the life and the legacy and the impact of Kobe Bryant. Because Kobe Bryant really, really taught all of those young guys at that time how to be professionals and how to put in the work to become Hall of Famers. And now you're seeing all of those guys from that team end up in the Hall of Fame. So that was a great, great team. They're not the dream team. And they might not be the follow-up to the dream team, but they certainly are, in that top three of the best Olympic teams that I've seen.
Yeah, for over here, one of the best international teams of all time in basketball, that Redeem team was. LeBron James was one of the best players on that team, and it's either LeBron or Steph that was the best player in the 2024 Olympics. Going back to how long LeBron James has been great,
Bro, he's been
which
around
is just
for
ridiculous.
A long time.
Ridiculous,
I wonder
man.
if somebody got to get one of these Tom Habistros or something on the case, Mike, to figure out how many players have entered and left the league since LeBron James has played his first NBA game.
Got to be all of them.
Yeah,
Tom Habistro, get on it.
Everybody.
One of you nerds.
Think about it. This is year 22, right? So he's been in the NBA over half his life. Over half his life, he's been an NBA player and a superstar player. Over half his life. So that just tells you, man, like it's some dudes were built for this, man, and he's built for this. And I don't think he could play probably another 2 or 3 years if he wanted to. So. Hats off to LeBron, man, because he's going to end up touching all of these legacies and all of these decades. And the one thing that they never, and that one team, real quick on that team again, I remember talking to these guys, and the one thing that they always kind of got under their skin was that they came into the league the year after Michael Jordan played his final season. So they never did overlap with Jordan, and all of them looked up to him. So it was a completely new era at that point. And, they still ended up doing some magical things, all of them.
Hot take. You ready for a hot take? Just a reckless, just outrageous take?
Oh, no, I'm scared.
LeBron James plays through 2028 so he can play in the Olympics in LA. And then he walks away.
We are in 2025 right now?
So he goes 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, Olympics in 2028, and maybe he does a farewell 28, 29. But he wants,
that makes sense.
I think he wants to be on the Olympic team.
Yeah, I can see him going out. I can see him going out like that. That would actually be pretty cool, especially if he's, obviously if he's still with the Lakers at that point, and that's a great farewell to his legacy. To play that season 2027, 28, and then play in the Summer Olympics and then call it quits. That'll be perfect. That'll be perfect for him.
Hey, that means that LeBron's gonna have to ride the coattails of Luka for 3 more years, and I think that we'll see. Is LeBron James comfortable with riding the coattails of somebody? That's my question.
He ain't riding the coattails.
It's always been about Bron for so long.
He ain't riding coattails. Don't let the media stories and the speculation and all that stuff fool you. None of this will be happening in LA if LeBron didn't push the buttons for it. Number one, he runs the front office through his agency. Rich Paul is obviously the most powerful agent, in the NBA when it comes to that. None of this would be happening if LeBron didn't either sign off on it or agree to it. You got to pub up Luka because they wanted Luka to sign that extension. And what happened? Luka signed the extension.
Okay.
So now,
I see you, Mike.
yeah,
I see you.
but again, Luka is going to be the guy that that they're going to push out front because they got to sell the future. But LeBron James is still as in control of what's going on and how that team is going to play as anyone.
Last one, Mike. We don't get a whole lot of referees. This one just stood out to me. We don't get a lot of referees in the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, but Danny Crawford is going in. Danny Crawford is going in. Tim Hardaway, Isaiah Thomas are going to do his induction speech. When you think about officiating and you think about the job that Danny Crawford has done, what's made him stand out amongst his officiating peers?
I mean, Crawford is a guy that's synonymous with, he's like Dick Bavetta and all of these guys that, you used to watch growing up and you didn't hear much about the officials, but you knew the ones that were, that were good at doing their job. You knew the ones that were great at engaging the players and, kind of getting the best out of them. Crawford was one of those guys that gave it back as much as he took, you know what I mean, in terms of engaging with the players. He wasn't afraid. He was always in the right position, and he wasn't afraid to say, you know what, that one's on me. My bad, I messed up. And he can't say, I'm going to get you back or I'm going to get you straight. He would always say, look, man, that's on me. I got to do better. And when you have that kind of accountability, especially from an officials, I think you can you get a lot of respect from the players from that standpoint. It always amazed me how much in shape these guys are, especially when they get past 50. For it to be able to run up and down the court with these young athletes, man, all around impressive. Great class, you know what I mean? And like I said, there's been a career connection that I've had a chance to cover or be around or see all of these guys. And, it's deserving. It's quite a day in Springfield. It will be quite a weekend in Springfield coming up this coming week.
23 consecutive NBA Finals, Mike Wallace.
Yeah, for him, yeah.
23.
Yeah. He's the LeBron James of officials.
No, he really is. He never went away. 23 years, bro. That's insane. So, hey, by the way, they got to have like a little cameo. It's only right. He might not show up because he's probably smoking weed somewhere. We had a cameo of Joy. He's on the stage talking. Slide the camera to Tim Duncan laughing in the crowd. I need that. I need him laughing in the crowd. Because the infamous tech, right, where he was on the bench laughing and got him a technical foul for verbal abuse of an official. Come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? So, yeah, shout out to him, man. I'm glad you're going the whole
I'm not quite 40. There's no way in hell I could run up and down the court.
Oh,
let alone officiate an NBA game.
And they be backpedaling, too.
Yeah, no, I'm
like
not
DBs.
doing that. No, I can't.
That's why they all young and jacked now. They don't make it they used to anymore, man.
Bro, all those medium referee shirts, man, going crazy.
If you got it, man, you got the. I'd show it if I had it. Mike, last question. Your Commanders, it's Commander Watch season. They take on the Giants. They're at home, kicking things off. NFC East foe, rival, whatever you call it. I know the Giants leave a yucky taste in all of you Commanders fans' mouths, man. What are you expecting? You excited for the season?
I am, man, but I'm nervous about that game, man. I just am. That's the kind of game that would trip a team up like the Commanders, man. And I'm hoping that, the camp wasn't great. You know what I mean? Terry McLaurin had to hold out, and they finally got him situated with the contract. They had some injuries here and there. That's a game you got to win, though, if you're serious in the NFC East. And, now with Dallas being down, you know what I mean? With the Eagles, all you got to worry about really is the Eagles for the most part, but you can't let the Giants slip up and bite you, man. I'm looking forward to it.
This man said, well, only thing we got to worry about is the Eagles. He just said, damn them Cowboys.
Them Cowboys, man. Hey, them Cowboys, they toast. They toast.
They toast, burnt toast ass Cowboys. I love it. I love it, Mike. Hey, I want to ask you something about, you playing music?
Yeah, I am, but what you got to ask him?
I want to ask him about, Jared been out in the community a lot, man. He was at the Tigers game Saturday. Is it like he's been around a lot more? Like, you think it's a concerted effort to really like kind of like emulate the Tony Allens and the Zebos of the world, and really kind of I hate to say it, but like touching the city of Memphis. Like the more you are seen in the city of Memphis, the more kind of like people really resonate with you on the court.
And see, you know what, and Devin, you know him as well as anyone when it comes to the community engagement. Jaron has always been about that. He just hasn't always wanted to get the spotlight for it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He would rather operate in silence and just do stuff. Like I've seen him multiple times do things like that. But he should take more of not a victory lap, but more of a visual lap, so that this community can embrace him for all that he's done, man. And I can speak clearly to what he's done for, a school like Grizzlies Prep School for Boys. Like what he and his mom and their foundation has done speaks volumes, but that story hasn't necessarily resonated because they don't want to get the publicity. They just want to get the impact. And that's how Jaren is. But I think now he's starting to show a little bit more that, hey, this is my town, this is my time. So let me go ahead out here and embrace everything that comes with it.
Say less.
Mike, thank you so much for joining us, man. Find Mike on HBCU Huddle. He's one of the people on that wonderful Grind City Media subsidiary. So that'll be out Thursday. If you want to get Mike's thought, he was down at Jackson, Mississippi for the Jackson State Hampton game. So I'm sure he'll be talking about that on Thursday's Huddle episode. Thanks, Mike.
Hey, good job, guys. Good job. Take care.
All right, Mike.
All right, we got more stuff to get to. We're going to continue to talk about college football. We're going to talk some WNBA as well on the other side on the Jessica Benson Show.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Let's go, Grizz, let's go!
Oh, John Moran just broke the rim with that finish.
Defense, take them ball! Defense, take them ball!
Jaren with a rejection.
Give me that!
Moran digs at it, knocks it away. Picked up by Pippen. Bob, Brendan Clark.
On that rim!
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
What about hanging your hat on the defensive end? Where does that come from?
And one thing my dad told me is if you want to get to the NBA, if you want to leave an impact, if you're a competitor like you say you are, you're going to be one of the best defenders on the court every time you step on there. He said you're not going to disrespect the game. You're not going to take it for granted. You know, this is not a right, it's a privilege. So go out there and compete every day.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
It's a massive weapon to have you pressuring the ball that far up. It wrecks offenses.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't want to do it. I think that's the main thing. Like, who wants to pick up full court the whole game? And on the opposite end, who wants someone picking them up full court the whole game?
It's annoying.
So it's annoying, so I feel like that's why I like doing it, because it's like, I wouldn't want someone to do it to me the whole game. It just shows how well-conditioned they are, too, because, like, damn, this dude will not stop.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back. No Jessica. Fingers crossed she's in tomorrow. I don't know how much more of this I can take. But thank you to Devin, though.
Hey.
Devin's in
Quality time, man.
one last time. You were at the Tigers football game, weren't you, this weekend?
I was there. I was live in effect at the Tigers football game this weekend. It was a fun time, man. I had a good time. I wanted to see the debut of Brendan Lewis to see what he looked like. It's the first time Memphis had a dynamic quarterback, and I want to see what he looked like. Of course, it was Chattanooga, the Mocs from East Tennessee, but I want to see what he looked like. And for me, CJ, like I said, I know it's Chattanooga, but Brendan Lewis looked good, man. I think it's the first time I saw Jason Munns. I think he had the stat as the most rushing yards by a quarterback in Memphis football since 2011. And so I think he adds a new dynamic to Memphis football that we have not had in a long time. Because you got Greg DeRossier, you got Sutton Smith, you got Frank Pleasant. Those three, you got three horses in the backfield. So if you there's some read option here, some RPOs there. He was 22 or 28 from throwing the rock. Brandon Lewis, like I said, our first impression look. I'm gonna have to give Brandon Lewis a B, man. I love what he showed. Really controlled the offense. The receivers, we gotta figure that out. C.J. Smith's on the depth chart this week. Missed him last week. He's a speedster from Purdue. One of the guys, Brandon Lewis threw a perfect dot. Got it on video. Guy does this, C.J. He does the and drops the ball. And I'm like, yo, you just ruined my highlight, bro. You ruined my highlight. What a hater. I don't know what number you are, but I'm going to watch the video. I'm going to get on you. But
did you just drop your phone on purpose?
Yeah, I did it for the sake of the content.
All right, you got it.
I
you playing a dangerous game, Devin. I like it, dog. I like it.
Yeah. Butterfinger guy, Memphis football. But I think as far as like this, as first impressions, as Brandon Lewis, like he controlled, calm, poised. Like I said, we're playing against Chattanooga, so you don't show much. You play Georgia State this week, and then you go Troy, and then Arkansas. So it was a very vanilla kind of play calling, but I think you executed what you need to do to get the win. The defense made some plays too, had a lot of different guys make tackles, make plays for Memphis football. It's not really much. Like, you handle business. I think you covered too. So that matters. Jaron popped out and had the time of his life.
That wasn't his first game, was it?
That was not his first game, but I think is the first game he's been to by himself.
Okay.
Because the last time he was there was him and Dez.
Yeah.
And he popped out in a custom Memphis Tigers jersey.
Oh.
He told me, he was like, bro, I knew I was coming to the game, so I had to get me a jersey made. So he has a blue jersey with the number 8 on the back. He's like full on, like rooting, like he's playing the game, like interacting with the fans, taking photos with everybody. I don't know if you saw Gabe Kuhn, former Memphis offensive lineman. That team got honored, the 2014 Memphis team. Yeah. Paxton Lynch did show up.
Nice.
Sam Crabbe was there.
What else is Paxton Lynch doing?
I don't know. I just expect Paxton Lynch to be there. But he was there.
Yeah.
Sam Crabbe was there after his 10 years of eligibility. He decided, you know what, I'm going to show up for this one too.
Yeah.
But that was cool. It was a fun time. Jaron was there. 2014 team was there. Memphis got the dub. Brendan Lewis. Hey, take us to the promised land. Because, of course, Army's not going to take us anywhere losing to damn Charleston State.
That's
week one.
When we talk about winners and losers from this weekend, I think Memphis is on the winning side, not just because they won their football game against an FCS opponent and they looked pretty good doing so. Like you said, Lewis had about 300 total yards, both rushing and passing combined, 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 1 passing, and an interception on the day. But it was about more than that. When you think about the way Boise State looked, falling on the road to South Florida. You think about that Army team who you brought up, who won the American last year, falling to, what is it, Tarleton State?
Tarleton's, that sounds like a fake university, like a you know, remember that school, Bishop Gorman? It sounds like one of them.
Bishop Gorman?
The fake school. Not Bishop Gorman, my bad. No, what's the fake school called?
Was it Bishop Sycamore?
Bishop Sycamore.
Okay.
Tarleton State sounds like Bishop Sycamore, like a Fugazi University, and they beat Army.
So you think about that, the way those two teams, who Group of 5 teams who could potentially challenge for that playoff spot, think about how they looked. You're Memphis, you won your game, you look pretty good doing so. Got to circle not just the Arkansas game, though. That Tulane game is going to matter as you see them go out there and really handle Northwestern. Their coach was so upset that they didn't get to wear the white jerseys.
Oh, my goodness.
He was livid.
Bro.
Livid about not getting to wear the white jersey and say, hey, you mess around, you disrespect New Orleans, yeah, we're coming to get you.
Yeah, I would have tried to beat him 80-0. We're trying to honor Hurricane Katrina. You want to be a hater, I'm going to beat you 80-0.
So yes, it was a good weekend for the Memphis Tigers, and it was a good weekend for the city of Memphis. Devin, you were out. Jacob came out for a little bit. I came out to celebrate the 901, and that was the first time I had hung out in the city, going multiple places for multiple hours, and I can't remember how long. maybe the 2019 was it Sugar Bowl? One Sugar Bowl, Cotton Bowl.
Cotton Bowl,
Maybe
yeah.
that was the last time I got out into the city and just kicked it like this. But we started off noon. We got out here and we kicked it on Bill Street. We saw the Grizzlies caravan. Shout out to BLJ. He was on the mic doing his thing.
Right.
We caught
My
all
boy
of that.
BLJ was back and forth
Man,
all day.
running.
Salute to you, BLJ, man.
We ended up headed towards the stage. They had the children juking on the stage. You also had the ballet out at Handy Park. So we saw some of that. We saw some of the vendors, went and watched the juking kids, ran into homeboy JB, just shout out Jared Boyd and WYXR, saw him. Then we went down South Main a bit. We ate at Slider Inn over here, and then we went to the Ravine, had a couple of drinks, and then we came back downtown for the Project Pat performance, and it was outstanding.
Yes.
Had such a great time hanging out. We were out from, like I said, from noon. We didn't get home till like 8:10. So we were out here for about 8 hours, and it was great. It was a whole lot of fun, man.
Were you out here when Pastor Pat prayed for us? Were you a part of the prayer?
all of the prayer.
Were you all a part of the prayer?
Yeah.
He prayed for all of us, man,
Yeah.
all together. I loved it. Then we went back to singing Chicken Head right after.
Man. I was talking to my mama this morning about it, and I told her, yo, listen, every generation has edgy artists, and it's just so weird remembering them and that edge that they had, and remembering the edge that you thought you had when you were listening to them.
That's one of the photos.
That's an incredible photo, man.
Look,
and remembering the edge you thought you had with them, and then you look up and it's 20 years removed, and you're like, okay, I need to be drinking water. I can't be drinking this much because I got to get up early in the morning for work. I got stuff to do. And you look around and you see other old people. You're like, I'm pretty sure you're a banker. I'm almost certain you're a teacher. You might be an actual physician. And we're all just out there breaking jaws, running in the walls. What they screaming?
Hit him,
And we're all just out there getting it in. It's like, yo, you're a respected member of this community.
Yeah, but guess what? I bet you won't hit him.
I bet you won't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think that was the beautiful part about yesterday, and I think I was thinking about this as everything was happening. Is it was Memphis in a nutshell, right? Like I said, damn, what happened that night, 11:45.
We'll talk about it.
Talk about that. But I think the joy and the passion and the camaraderie and what happened on Bill Street yesterday, it was kids singing gospel music in Handy Park. You had kids juking over here doing this. You had Breeze rapping over here. You had the Mississippi, the mass choir singing on stage with Project Pat. You have Eddie Valera popping out, rapping over here. You got blues music happening down the street. I think for me, it was just like you got dudes rocking different pair of Jordans, people wearing custom T-shirts, people wearing Grizzlies jerseys, people wearing everything. I think for me, it was like kind of like a culmination of what Memphis is, right? There's so many things about it. The Memphis, the culture, the music, the sports, and it was like, yo, this is our city. This is our city, bro. And like it made me kind of emotional last night. Like I was like, man, this is a beautiful sight. So yeah, shout out to everybody. Project Pat. I know people saw the little girl, the 9-year-old girl from Olive Branch. She went viral at the what was the place called? The Crazy Taco or something like that?
I don't know where she was.
And so the coordinators decided to coordinate her to perform with Project Pat yesterday on the stage, CJ.
Yeah.
She cooked. She Lil Chat put her arm around her, and they went bar for bar with Project Pat.
Let's go.
And I was like, yo, this is beautiful, man. It was dope as hell. I don't know who the guy was with the chicken on his head. You could have stayed away, but other than that, bro, it was a beautiful. I had so much fun.
You said Moneybag came. So Project Pat ends.
Yes.
My wife looks at me because we're old. She's like, hey, we're old. We need to go hydrate and go to bed. We got work in the morning. I was like, yeah, you're right. So Project Pat ends. We kick it for like 5 minutes, and then we're making our way back to the car and miss Moneybag entirely. What was the Moneybag performance like?
That's the thing is, so Project Pat finishes, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody like you, it was like, yo, is it over? Like, what's happening? Because there was no like set schedule. Like they knew Project Pat and friends. They thought the choir was his friends. You know, they're like, all right, Pastor Pat, choir. Okay, cool. It's time to go home. So kind of like everything's kind of mewing. Eddie Valera pops out. You know, I mean, you may not be familiar with Eddie Valera, kind of one of up and coming artists in Memphis, makes beautiful music. He finishes. They're like, okay. Everybody's kind of looking around. My boy Big Homie G pops out.
Okay.
Performs Tick. And then then he leaves. And dude's like, yeah, I got one more friend for y'all. And I'm like, looking, and I see a bunch of black trucks behind the stage. So I'm like, these black trucks ain't for Project
The black
Pat.
SUVs?
They weren't for Eddie Valero.
Nah.
They weren't for Big Homie G. Moneybag pops out. Look at my wrist. I got time today. Performed a couple records. He jumps in the crowd, CJ. He's in the crowd with it. At one point on the stage, he's like, yo, I'm way too far away from y'all. Let me get down and be in the mix with y'all. Jumps in the crowd, rapping in the crowd with the people. I'm like, man, look, bro, this is beautiful. Finishes the song, jumps in the SUV, day over with. I'm pretty sure people just stood there thinking something else was happening. Nobody really got on the mic and said, take y'all ass home. So, bro, that was fun though, bro. Moneybag cooked, bro. Moneybag did 3 classic records, but no, it was fun, man. I was out there, like you said, 8 hours for you. I was out there from maybe 1 o'clock until 7:30, 8 o'clock yesterday. I had a great time. Great time.
That great time, I missed. Once I go home, I'm home. I'm watching TCU. We didn't even mention them. We'll talk about them and that ass whooping they put on Bill Belichick.
Boy, that walk of shame from Bill was tough.
So I'm walking around doing my morning routine, getting ready for the show, and this is how I know, like, I'm known. Shout out to everybody who came up and said hey to me, and if you saw me out and you didn't want to be a bother and didn't want to come say hey, you're not a bother. Come say hey to me. It's cool.
No, shout out to y'all. Yeah, the same thing happened to me. Shout out to y'all, man, for showing love.
But so this head was a little big after yesterday, quite a bit.
You were feeling good,
People are feeling good, and then Fox 13 caught me over by where Hard Rock used to be.
Mm-hmm.
They jumped out on me and said, hey, can we talk to you real quick? I was like, oh, y'all don't know. Y'all have no clue who the hell I am, do you? So I was like, yeah, sure. And that's when I found out about the shooting right there on the corner of, what is that, Main and Bill.
Yeah, right there by the Orpheum.
Right there. Not by the Orpheum. It was right here, like closer to.
Oh, yeah, right here, this little
right
park.
Here,
Yeah.
At this park. And so that's when I found out about it. So I guess that would be 2nd and Bill, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I found out about what had transpired, man. And it's so frustrating. Like you said, and we talked about it. It was an incredible day, so much fun. You got the mayor on stage coming out before Project Pat, taking a victory lap, which why you would do that at 6:30, 6:45. You know, it doesn't get the crazy stuff doesn't pop off till it gets dark. But you know, it was a fun, peaceful day / early evening turned tragic. About what, 10:30, 11:30 at night?
Yeah, because it gives people the ammo, right? The people that, no pun intended, but it gives people the ammo. The people that don't want to see the good sides of what Memphis is, right? It gives them the ammo to be like, look, of course they did that for a couple hours, but then they're back to doing this, you know. So that's the part that broke my heart last night. It's like, yo, we were this close. We were so close to having a good night.
It's tens of thousands of people who came downtown, came on Bill Street, kicked it for hours. Without incident. I hated something. Something does have to be done, but I can't let that one incident stop me from living my life. Like, and I won't. If you are, then that's you. I can't tell you how to live. But I was down here, had a blast, start to finish. Didn't have any incidents. You got this many people anywhere with tens of thousands of people, man. Somebody's got guns, and that type of stuff. I don't want to make it seem like inevitable, but in this nation, it does feel like it's inevitable for there to end up being shootings when that many people are gathered. And I'm not sure what can be done, because this wasn't in a building. This wasn't on Bill Street. This was off Bill Street, right by where the officers are.
Yeah.
Right. If you know anything about Bill Street, you know you can enter on 3rd and Bill. You enter on 2nd and Bill as well. And if you are familiar with downtown, right across the street from 2nd and Bill is where that park is. So officers are already there. I don't know, man. That doesn't mean we don't need to stop and think about what can be done. But I'm not sure what officers are supposed to do in that situation where you're out there patrolling. You are there. You are patrolling.
And the thing is, I've seen the video. It's kind of like it was a crash out moment. It was a crash out moment. I saw, and there's a guy in the video saying, "Don't do it, don't do it." And the dude just pulls out a strap and just like sprays. It's like, yo, what? Like you said, it's.
I'm not sure. I know what. He can't do that if he doesn't have a gun, but that doesn't seem to be where we want to go with this conversation. We seem to be content with random acts of violence, random acts of shooting, school shootings and things of that nature, domestic shootings as well. We seem to be okay with that. So if you don't want to do the thing that is obvious, you can't shoot somebody if you don't got a gun, I'm not sure what to do. Now, that would be my solution, but you got to go get the gun. So how do you go about getting the guns from off of the streets and out of the community? It's a much larger conversation that needs to be had. But I'm not going to let that stop me from being a Memphian and kick it in places where Memphians are known to hang out and have a good time.
Big Memphis on Bill last night, man. We had a good time. I had a great time. Like you said, a lot of people coming up shaking hands like we just Memphians, bro. So yeah, shout out to y'all. Everybody that was on Bill Street yesterday. A salute to you, all y'all, all tens and thousands of y'all. Salute to every one of y'all. Damn that one person that ruined it for everybody. That 10,000 y'all had a good time. Y'all saw the vibes on Bill Street. You saw what Memphis was yesterday on Bill Street, and it was beautiful, man. I don't give a damn what nobody got to say.
Salute to, I think, the best game from the weekend. I think everybody is in agreement. Miami, Notre Dame, or is it Clemson, LSU?
For me, that was a rock fight. I'm going to give it to Miami, Notre Dame. The way it ended was crazy.
Miami knocking off Notre Dame. Great game. C.J. Carr, quarterback for Notre Dame, Lloyd Carr's grandson. They brought that up every chance they got, digging that knife deeper into my rib cage. But Michigan got a freshman quarterback in Underwood who looked pretty good as well. Where the Texas-Ohio State game, I think, left some things to be desired. Miami, Notre Dame, both of those teams looked good.
Yeah.
Right? They look beyond competent. And like that interception by the defensive end, running down the bubble screen, incredible stuff.
Great athleticism.
Great stuff.
High-level athleticism.
Like Bob, up there, let's kick the ball up in the air. And big number 4 got that ball. When he had the football and started running, I was like, oh, he's taking that to the house. Wait a second. Why is he running so slow? I thought that was a defensive back who picked it off. I didn't realize it was the All-American defensive end for the Hurricanes. I was like, oh, okay, that's why he got caught. That was fun. LSU ended up snapping their 5-year first game losing streak. Knocking off Clemson in what was another really fun game. I didn't think Nussmeier had it in him. He went out there, performed well, and that LSU defense held firm to get the win over Clemson on the road, man.
For the first time in a while, the LSU defense looked like an old school LSU defense, right? There was I think the last couple of years, they've looking a little shoddy, right? A little spotty. They've had some NFL players on the defense, but they were getting cooked the last couple of years, right? But that looked like an old school LSU defense, really dominating the trenches. Really, they made Kate Clubman look a little shoddy. I want to ask you this question though, CJ. This is as far as college football as a whole, because we did have 2 marquee games that didn't really like you said, they were billed to be marquee, but they weren't marquee on the field. It was more of like a kind of like a rock fight. Do you think the transfer portal and all these guys coming in and out of schools, teams having 20 or 30 different players, do you think this had anything to do with week 1 being kind of a dud?
I didn't think week 1 was a dud at all.
Well, as far as we're talking about as far as fireworks.
I don't need fireworks. Listen, y'all need fireworks. Y'all need all of that. I don't.
Oh, you're a rock fight guy. You're like, I want to score. I want to win 7-3 guy.
Man, please, for the love of God, give me a 7-3 football game.
That's disgusting.
Give it to me.
You like Iowa football. Oh, no. Check his pants, y'all.
Oh, my gosh.
He closed his eyes.
Give it to me. Give me that 13-6 football game. I need it. I love it. To your point, though, I think that when you have such high attrition early in the season in particular, it shows on what the offense is capable or able to do. Where it is, okay, we've got new offensive linemen, new wide receivers, dudes who have only been in the program 1 year. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get everything jump-started, and this is the first week of the season. Now, with that being said, Clemson brought back everybody on offense.
Yeah, they did.
And Texas brought back a ton of talent on the offensive side of the ball as well. So in some cases, I think you can say, yeah, there's some inexperience in playing together. Sure. But the dudes who are in the transfer portal aren't true freshmen. The dudes in the transfer portal have played college football before. So most of them are your sophomores, juniors, some seniors even as well. So it's not that they are inexperienced in the college football game. And I think that some of these teams might just be really good defensively.
And that's not
Arch Manning struggled.
He did.
How much of that is Arch? How much of it is Sark? And how much of it is the fact that Ohio State defense might be pretty damn good? We'll find out more as the story unfolds, as we continue to write and see and learn the narrative of the college football 2025 season. But for now, give it to me. I'm good. As long as it's good football being played, because listen, Memphis scored a whole bunch of points. That wasn't really good football.
No,
that wasn't. The football that was played in the Clemson LSU game, a 17-10 game, was a much better version of football than what took place Memphis versus UTC, Boise State versus South Florida, where those are higher scoring contests. It's just, I can watch football and regardless of the score, know I'm watching good football, know I'm watching bad football. I don't need.
You want the real hat on the hat?
Oh, please. Please give me hat on a hat and send the fullback through the hole first. Please send the fullback through the hole.
Old school 1973
I can't
football.
Tell you
leather
what
helmets.
It does for me to see a fullback go through the hole.
We don't really make fullbacks no more.
No.
We don't really make them no more.
See one get into the hole and just hit the first thing it sees? Come on, man.
Hat on the hat.
Give it to me.
I will say on the other side, Lincoln Riley may be a bully. Over 600 yards of offense. This is the part where I do my Jessica Benson impression for USC football. 600 yards of offense versus Missouri State, bro. That's bullying. 73-13 on the scoreboard. 73-13, bro.
They paid them good money.
They did.
To come out there and take that ass whooping.
Very expensive ass whooping.
If I'm paying you hundreds of thousands of dollars to take an ass whooping, I'm built to ass, dog. Like that's how it works. I'm sorry. One of the other games that stood out, that South Carolina Virginia Tech game.
Yes.
And it stood out for a couple of reasons. Before we get to the beamer of it all, saw this going around on social media. Lenore Sellers is the first South Carolina quarterback to win a game in Atlanta since T.C. Williams High School legend Ronald Sunshine Bass did it 48 years ago. Are you familiar with T.C. Williams High School?
I am. That's from Everywhere We Go.
Yep. Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
Remember Sunshine?
Yeah.
Who came in from California?
That was Sunshine.
That was the last time South Carolina won a game in Atlanta. Now, granted, they played most of their games in South Carolina, but
time out. The dude remember the Titans is the last quarterback
to win a game in Atlanta.
Damn.
South Carolina quarterback to win a game in Atlanta. I just thought that was interesting, not because of the in Atlanta thing. Again, it's a neutral site. You don't go to Atlanta every year. You don't go every other year. You go every now and then. One, but two, it's just that guy. I didn't know he was a quarterback at South Carolina.
I didn't know it either. You learn something new every day.
Every damn day. And that game was ugly, and I loved it. I loved it.
Bro, at one point the game was 10-8, bro. It was like a basketball game.
Oh my God, it was. When I tuned into the game, I missed all the good stuff. I tuned in when it was like 5-7. I was like, oh, I missed how the 5 was scored. I needed to see that safety. And that game, Virginia Tech is in that game until Beamer ball comes through.
How beautiful,
which is,
man.
What a fitting way for a Shane Beamer to take control of that game, or a Shane Beamer coach team to take control of a football game. How many times have we seen his dad, Frank Beamer, do that at Virginia Tech? So he's doing it at South Carolina against the school where they were known for doing it when his daddy was a coach.
Yep.
Where it would just be ugly, atrocious ass football, and then you'd look up.
A punt return.
There'd be a punt return. There'd be a punt block. There'd be a kick block for a score. Beamer ball to its fullest. South Carolina got out there at one point. It's looking like, okay, all Virginia Tech needs is a short field, and they're going to be able to take a lead, or at the very least tie it up. On the punt, what happens? Boom, take off, return for a touchdown. Beamer ball at its finest. Incredible moment. That was one of those full circle moments from the weekend to see. Shane Beamer went over there to, I can't remember who was on the sideline at the time, and he went over there as the return was happening. It was like, hey, how fitting is this? I used to watch my dad's team do this all the time, and then to see to do this against the school where my dad coaches is just fitting.
It's the beautiful part of college football, right? You have like you said, the Beamer Bowl into the punt return. Like it's insane. Then you have an insane name, Derillis Clark. CJ, can you put it up? Is it Jacob down there?
Yeah, Jacob's down there. If you can put it up, he can put it up. You don't have to call for it.
Can you put that Derillis Clark punt return that he took to the crib? Look at this, CJ. That is speed. Kent State, Derillis Clark. Look at this move. Look at this move. Look at him.
You're not talking to me about a Kent State football game.
I am talking to you about a Kent State football game. I'm doing that.
Who did Kent State play?
They played against Merrimack.
Merrimack. You talking to me about a dude who played against Merrimack?
Yeah, bro. College football, week 1, CJ. We here, baby.
You're about as bad as that other one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Where
Merrimack.
She had a good weekend, by the way. Hey, Jessica.
All right. One last segment to get to. We're going to talk about some TV shows we're watching. Probably just going to break down Peacemaker. I'm not sure if Devin is watching anything on TV, but that's the only thing I've watched because college football is back. Also, we're going to mention a little bit of WNBA news and notes as well up next on the Jessica Benson Show.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
When were you fine being a role player?
I always think of myself as a star player because I'm doing stuff that guys don't want to do. I'm making winning plays. The whole goal of this game is to win basketball games. I think of Alex Caruso, he's a star player to me. Drew Holiday is a star player to me.
Yes, indeed.
TA is a star player to me. You know
First
what I mean?
team.
Yeah.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Scotty Scheffler ran away with the Open Championship this weekend. My God, this guy, he's not real. Have we reached the point with Scotty Scheffler where you don't have to care a thing about golf, but you still know there's a dude named Scotty Scheffler who is awesome at it?
He is solidified himself as one of the greats in the sport. At this point, probably of all time.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back in. Jessica Benson Show. CJ and Devin. Before we get to TV Tuesday, some WNBA news to get to. The Minnesota Lynx over the weekend clinched the #1 overall seed in the WNBA postseason, which is going to start here real soon. There are only 4, maybe 5 games left for most teams. So the Lynx got the #1 overall seed. They also set a franchise record for regular season wins. 31 of those, sure, is a bit more games, but I think they got the 31 wins and the same amount of games as the season has been in the past. I think they added some games. I think they went from 38 to 44 roughly. So the Lynx did that. And now we're in a dogfight for the #2 overall seed with Devin's Aces and the Atlanta Dream. The Aces own the tiebreaker, Devin, 3-0. Here's the Aces schedule. They both play 4 games. I want you to tell me who gets the 2 seed.
Okay.
The Aces go Lynx on Thursday, and then the Aces play the Sky twice, and they end the season with the Sparks. The Dream, on the other hand, have 4 games left, like I said, 2 against the Sparks and 2 against the Sun. While you think about that, here are the teams who have clinched. The Aces have clinched, the Dream have clinched, and the Mercury have all clinched. There's a dogfight there towards the bottom of the standings with the Fever, the Storm, and the Sparks all within a game and a half of one another for the last 2 seeds. So that Sparks team is going to need some wins, Devin.
Yeah. I mean, the Sun don't want to win. They're a joke of a basketball team. So that's why I'm kind of worried because the Dream get to play the Sun. You said that they play the Sun twice?
They play the Sun twice.
Yeah, like that's 2 dubs, right?
They got to be. If you want the 2 seed, those 2 games got to be wins.
Exactly. For me, I would say the Aces could probably, because for me, CJ, the Aces ain't lost a game in a month. For
12
me,
straight.
You know what I'm saying? 12 straight. So until my eyes see the L in the column for the Aces, I'm gonna have to go with the Aces. For me, my boy YTB Fat made a song about this. That get back, CJ. You got a get back game against Minnesota, September 4th. Minnesota beat you by 50. By 50. Is it time to get back? Because they get back up. Can't say it, but it's time to get it back, bro. They beat you by 50. Show me that you can be in the title contention. If you can beat Minnesota, I will be proven. Like, the 12-game winning streak is beautiful. Asia Wilson MVP, beautiful. But get it back in blood against Minnesota on September 4th, and we can really start having that conversation.
That's Thursday. That's going to be
Beautiful.
a fun
on Prime Video.
A fun night of sports
Can't
viewing. So yeah, that's a big game this week, and the fact that the Aces have the tiebreaker because they're 3-0 against the Dream, that's the only thing that gives me any sort of pause. So the Dream go 3-1, the Aces go 2-2. They still get it, wouldn't they? No.
Yeah,
because the Dream would have the advantage.
The more wins.
So the Dream would need to lose twice.
Yes.
And the Aces keep up. God forbid the Aces go 3-1. The Aces go 3-1 and the Dream go 3-1. Like you're good to go.
Yeah.
But this is setting up for a fun end to a really, really fun WNBA season. All right, time for TV Tuesday. I'll throw to you first, Devin, because the only thing I've watched is Peacemaker, and I do have thoughts about Peacemaker, but you watch anything other than college football?
I started, but I kind of I fell asleep. It's a slow burn. The Unknown Number, the high school catfish on Netflix. Have you seen this?
No, what's it about?
It's about some kids in high school getting catfish, and they're trying to figure out who the catfish is. But the people on the internet say it's when you get to the point where it gets good, it gets really, really good. So I ain't got to that part yet. I'm in the slow burn part where they're telling the background stories of the kids of like how this person knows this person, how this person knows this person. I fell asleep. So I'm starting that. Maybe the chat, y'all can let me know if I need to finish it or not. The internet says I need to finish it.
Okay.
Twitter said I need to finish it. But I was watching that and I fell asleep on it. But that's pretty much all I've been tapped in on. It was a lot of football this weekend, a lot of bopping around Memphis, kind of like seeing different places. Open Genre had an event this weekend. If anybody doesn't know about this, Yo Breezy and Friends throws an event once a month. It's like a bunch of it's an open genre. They invite DJs from all over the city to come, and they play music. It's a dope vibe.
Yeah,
like just people having a good time, having good drinks, just everybody, just all in one place. So I recommend that. But yeah, open genre is a spot, and I'm starting that high school documentary.
Okay, all right. Now, is a documentary?
Well, not a documentary. It's like telling a story of how somebody got catfish at high. I'll finish it tonight. I'll report back to you tomorrow when I get to the office.
Okay. All right. Peacemaker is what I've been watching. Two episodes in, and I thought we were thought we were tired of the alternate dimension type storylines. But here it is in Peacemaker, and that's the main conflict in the show so far. And so far, it's fine. It is fine. It is fine so far. But I hated Daredevil, the second Daredevil, or not the second one, the third season of Daredevil, the one that just came out on the Disney Plus. 3 episodes in, I hated it. Ended up loving it by the end of the series, right? So maybe this will be one of those situations where I find Peacemaker to be sort of just fine, sort of just okay, but come the end of it, I might be in love with it. They've got an interesting sort of character study going on with that character, where he's, because of the alternate timelines and different worlds and dimensions and things of that nature, he's able to see how a different version of himself will live and turn out if the truly tragic moment from his childhood never takes place. And so he's pining for that. And I thought we were done with it. I will say there are still really, really funny moments. Tim Meadows is in it. And Tim Meadows is why am I blanking on the character on SNL? But either way it goes, Tim Meadows is in it. Ladies Man. The ladies man.
This guy?
Ladies man, right?
Yeah.
So he's in it, and he is hilarious whenever he steps onto the screen. He is so damn funny whenever he walks out onto the screen. I think it's doing an interesting job of continuing the storyline from the Suicide Squad franchise. It's Rick Flag's father, or is Rick Flag the father? Either way it goes. Younger Flag is dead. His father is now in charge of stuff, and he wants Peacemaker's head on a silver platter, and Peacemaker is handing it to himself. There's a wild orgy scene as well that gets pretty intense.
Is it what I think it is?
Yes.
On the screen?
On the screen.
Can you see stuff?
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like full
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But if you see it for the ladies, you see it for the dudes also.
Oh,
because that's it's a party.
Yeah, it's Adam and Eve. Turn up.
Outside of that, man, I'm still waiting on it to really take off from an action standpoint. It's a lot of setting up the story and setting up the human component and the connection to the character Peacemaker. But outside of that, man, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you guys for kicking it.
Would you recommend it?
Not
you said
for
it's
you.
fine.
Not for you, no.
Not for me.
When's the last time you watched a superhero show?
Yeah, I'm not a big superhero show.
When
guy.
last
Static
time-
Shock.
Yeah, no, you're out. You'd be so confused.
Like one night I got never mind. One night I was chilling, CJ, and I was like, you know what I want to watch right now? I turned on Static Shock.
Well, that's what we do. We make our way through all of those.
Yeah,
we,
I was
we
watching
finished
it.
the old school Batman.
Yeah.
We finished Justice League. We finished the new Justice League. We made our way through the original Teen Titans, not this new Teen Titans, but
Yeah,
the
the
original
OG
Teen
joint,
Titans. Yeah, Gargoyles. Hey, yo, if you want a cartoon,
Gargoyles.
Make your way through Gargoyles. You'll be like, oh, I didn't realize they were talking about this. I was 4 years old and they were talking about this.
10 milligrams in Gargoyles sounds like a vibe.
Oh, you'll love it.
Oh, man.
You'll love it.
I'm with it.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. D'Angelo Williams will join the show. I guess Jessica's back. If Jessica's not back, Devin, you gonna come back?
I'll be back, man. I'll be back again to do the show.
Jessica will be back tomorrow, if I recall correctly. Thank you guys so much for bearing with us in her absence. Thank you to Devin. Tremendous job filling in. He's not here, but I want to say a special thank you to Lane Whitaker as well. He did an awesome job filling in. Thank you to you guys for hanging out with us. Without Jessica, she's back tomorrow. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.